Muhammad Nazirul Afiq from AM226 5B. My matric number is 2019-888-626. So today I'm gonna present about the introduction of our topics, which is the projects by the government which have been delayed because of certain issues. The project that we chosen is the SKYBRIDGE abandoned, which is in Sabah. The SKYBRIDGE of the Sabah is the first SKYBRIDGE project, which is to facilitate the movement of people from one section of the city to another section in the city. So thus, by delaying the project of the SKYBRIDGE, certain issues had been arise from the peoples, because they wonder why they have been abandoned, why the government does not proceed the SKYBRIDGE project. It can improve the economic growth from the city of the Sabah itself, because of it's about the transportations. So this can reduce the traffic jams from Sabah. So this in this topic, we're gonna peel about the problem, the roots of the problem in the issues, and the solutions from the news articles or some research. The solution from from the articles, and then recommendation. This recommendation is provided by us. I will recommend that to the solving these issues, that SKYBRIDGE in Sabah. And lastly, we will conclude these issues to find their solutions, the most relevant solution for these issues. So thank you, sir. I'm going to proceed to the next phase of my group. Thank you, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Shahrul Ilham bin Muhammad Nazri. So here I would like to explain about the causes of the abandoned project, SKYBRIDGE project in Sabah. So the first one is the mismanagement. Is one of the reason behind this failure. The project developer Sansi Development Sdn Bhd is upon lack of expertise, including there are several disputes between the project participants. Moreover, there is also a poor financial management. To mention, the project developer is inexperienced, incompetence that makes them unable to adequately monitor the project, plan and having effective arrangement. From my readings, the crucial issue here is the Sansi Development Sdn Bhd had owed many creditors a lot of money during the construction of the SKYBRIDGE project. So the bankruptcy had occurred, making them cannot fully pay the contractor, which is the Petrofic Sdn Bhd, with the amount of 30 million plus. Moreover, the loan must be misused by the Sansi Development Sdn Bhd elsewhere, because the loan amount accumulate is higher than the SKYBRIDGE project, but they tend to not fulfill the payment. Thus, there was a dispute between Petrofic Sdn Bhd as the contractor and the developer. So the unpaid payment making the project abandoned at 95% of progress. Therefore, this Sansi Development Sdn Bhd bailout is benefiting to them only, but not to the Petrofic, because the Petrofic Sdn Bhd is unsecured creditor. So the next one is the improper time management. So the developer fails to monitor the amount of time spent on site tasks and finish due date. In this particular scenario, the project should be completed on 30 September 2017, but the Petrofic Sdn Bhd requests a delay of over 3 occasions. In June 2018, it was completed on 92%. Unfortunately, the Sansi Development Sdn Bhd already declared bankruptcy in April 2018. This causing the developer couldn't pay the contractor because the bank could not release the money, which is lefting the 20 million ringgit only for the Petrofic Sdn Bhd. So the next one is the financial problem. To specify, the developer should have the responsibility and accountability in assuring the cash flow of their company. So therefore, there must be any fraud or misuse of money that lead to their liquidity and insolvency isn't secured. Thus, the Petra Food SABAH was a victim to this outstanding payment amount, which making the SKYBRIDGE project left behind. So the lastly is the lack of governmental control, as we know that the big project should be under the government control and should have a stricter licensing in avoiding abandonment of projects. Moreover, in this case, the project was ignored, but the government already chasing out or rolling out the new high development project, such as in Sabah, they intended to making the railway from Kota Kinabalu to Kudat, which the amount is 5.2 billion. So in here, why does not the government finish up the SKYBRIDGE project with only 20 million owed to the contractor? Thus, the parliament is busy campaigning without taking consent about the unresolved problem of abandoned project in Sabah. Such others project is Sabah Star City Mall and else. So to conclude, the abandoned project giving such negative impacts to the environment, to the economy and also the society. The SKYBRIDGE project causing trouble to the pedestrians who cross the road and other vehicles such as motorists, motorcycle and others impact. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aizul Aswad bin Amir. So now I will explain about the solution taken by government to solve the issue of Kota Kinabalu SKYBRIDGE project. This project is still pending even after 2 years from the actual deadline, which is supposed to be finished. This project can be classified as the abandoned project and remain unresolved until now. So this issue raises many questions and speculation from public because the project is still cannot be launched and take almost 2 years, even it was 95% finished. According to State Infrastructure Development Minister, which is Datuk Peter Anthony, he said that there is some issue regarding involving the law that make the project still cannot be launched yet. However, this issue was put under the qualified authorities to take action as a solution to solve the issue before it can be open for public use. He does mention that the bridge is ready. The bridge is ready, but paperwork concern include the statute. The authorities will be left to solve it. Besides, he does mention that the SKYBRIDGE can be in action by the end of the year, which means by the end of 2019. However, in the end, the issue is still pending. So there is no solution even until the end of 2019. The occurs when the developer, which is Petrofic SABAH, didn't get the remaining 65% of the contract, some which is around 20 million ringgit. The issue of Kota Kinabalu SKYBRIDGE project has bring into the parliament to seek for solution. This happened after the Pakatan Harapan wins against Barisan Nasional in general election and take over the government. So this issue had been brought to the parliament. This is the effort by the government of Sabah in order to end the issue, but they still didn't have any announcement or answer by the state government even after the Kota Kinabalu MP, which is Chan Fung Hin, and bring this matter up with the Minister of Finance that time, which is Lim Guan Eng, to find any possibility for the state government to take over the issue. However, after the parliament has discussed the issue, The state government still not giving any answer that can satisfy all the parties involved in this project until the government had been changed again in early of 2020. According to Chan Fung Hin, the MP of Kota Kinabalu, there are no contract between the government and contractor. So the deal was made between the developer and government. This made the issue become complicated and remain pending even after 2 years. For now, the Kota Kinabalu Council is seeking advice from the Attorney General of Sabah before giving an advance opinion to the state government regarding this project. Besides, Datuk Abidin Madinke, which is the Sabah Assistant Chief Minister, said to the reporter that recently a cabinet proposal was submitted to the federal government for consideration in order to stop this unresolved issue. It has mentioned that project of SKYBRIDGE that connecting Asia City Complex, Center Point, Api-Api Center, Warisan Square and Oceanus Waterfront Mall is essential facilities for not only the local people but for all visitors who come to that place. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Azim bin Ahmad Azrif. I'm from EVA512 5B and I will continue the presentation about the recommendation. So the purpose of this recommendation is to ensure that parties involved in this project have enough opportunity to give their opinion and feedbacks report to settle the issue that they are facing during the projects. So from this approach, this will allow them to come out with their solution on time, which will help in completing their task on time and ensure the quality of work will be good. So this recommendation may be helpful in solving the problem in the project. So I'll continue the first recommendation. So the first recommendation for a delay in SKYBRIDGE pedestrian linkage project in Sabah is have a crystal clear communication. Communication is the most important factor that need to be highlighted. Fail in communication will lead to have a big failure in the project. Having a solid communication skills help in all part of life, from profession life to individual life, and all that fall in the middle. From a business angle, all exchanges result from communication. Good communication abilities are fundamental to promote others and yourself to comprehend data all the more precisely and rapidly. Conversely, poor communication ability lead to visit misconception and dissatisfaction. As for this project, one of the reasons the contractor delayed the project is because they did not get the payment from the developer. This project will not be delayed if the communication is great between the developer and the contractor. In this situation, the developer which is Sansi Development Sendirian Berhad chose to remain silent about the payment and the project. Maybe if there is a good communication established between the developer and the contractor, maybe the contractor will have a discretionary to finish the project. But it is not happen. Like communication is not happen between the developer and the contractor. That is the problem. So for the next recommendation for a delay in SKYBRIDGE pedestrian linkage project in Sabah is have a financial strength. Financial strength is crucial for a business to be fruitful. It is a key part vital for a business to support, develop and at least return cash flow to proprietor. At its most fundamental level, financial strength is the capacity to create benefit and adequate income to cover debts and reimburse obligation of financial specialists. As for this case, the developer, which is Sansi Development Sendirian Berhad, failed to make a payment amount RM20 million ringgit to the contractor. So they only pay like 13 million ringgit if I'm not mistaken. So they still like own the contractor about 20 million ringgit. So the developer had become insolvent before the SKYBRIDGE was completed. It is why the developer unable to obtain funding from the public-private partnership unit, UCAS, to make a payment to the contractor. If the developer has a financial strength, they will not become insolvent and able to pay their debts. So it is financial strength is important because the project delay because the contractor did not get their payment. So the contractor stated that if they get their payment, they will just finish the project immediately. I think that's all from me. The next point will be continued by my friend. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Magamash dan Bemaga Rahizat. I will continue with the third recommendations. Okay, for the third recommendation is SKYBRIDGE pedestrian linkage project developer need to do efficient and effective initial planning before starting a project. Okay, of course the planning is one of the main stage of project management, which includes activities to determine project objective. It aim to make it easier for the developer and his team to carry out a project. Basically, project planning will be listed in the form of a formal document known as the project scope. So an activity can be carried out more smoothly by each individual with the resources of labor and time required by the developer. A person may perceive the amount they have progressed toward their venture target and how far they are from their goal by follows planning. With the wise planning devised by the developer, they are able to make the right decisions when difficult situations arise. For example, if the developer has adequate planning, the project will not be delayed because a good planning will help the developer to overcome the unexpected situations in the future. But the opposite was happened in the SKYBRIDGE pedestrian linkage project. This project had to be postponed because its planning failed to be properly designed. The project was delayed because the developer had a problem and did not have a solution to achieve the project objective. Okay, that's all from us. So we can conclude that SKYBRIDGE linkage Sabah can have a big impact on the life of the people of Sabah, especially in the area of Kota Kinabalu. Shopping mall in the city area connected by the bridge to make it easier for people to access from one supermarket to another without taking a vehicle. This project is roughly able to encourage the community to adopt a healthy lifestyle by walking. So the vehicle usage can be reduced and the environmental sustainability can be maintained. This is reflex of air pollution and noise was be reduced parallel with the successfully in reduce the vehicle. So finally, we hope that this project can be continued and can give a benefit to the people of Sabah. Thank you from us.